Okay, this is really interesting. Good, good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. Today I am working on an app written. As you can see here, we have some code in Dart, and this app is supposed to be a studying app. So the functionality is still to be determined, but the main goal is studying. So I've been working on getting themes to work. In terms of changing themes, of course, that has nothing to do with the actual purpose of the app, but I thought it was really interesting. So what I'm trying to do here is that we have this, our main item, our main file. So our main .dart file. So this is our main source file, and we have our theme provider, and then we have our settings menu, which is declared in here. I will say that I am a big fan of Dart's declarative user interfaces. They're really easy to configure. Okay, it's a different project. We'll say that able to easily declare an interface and have it come out exactly the way you want it is really cool. So if I come over here, so this is my virtual machine, Waydroid. If I launch this on my Waydroid device, there we go. So this is a look at what it's supposed to look like. It doesn't look like this. I mean, it doesn't do anything yet, but it should eventually. My focus is on this, on theme switching. So as you can see, when I switch, the theme changes. And in my mind, that is incredibly cool because most of the time to do something of this kind is a bit of work, especially when you're trying to build Android apps. And the other cool thing about Flutter is how easy it is to just build for different platforms. So if I wanted to come over here and then try to run it for my system, wait a bit for it to be built. Since I can't really build it directly using Flutter, Nix doesn't really allow that because of its file system hierarchy, which uses a store where all of the programs and stuff are stored instead of just plain files like Windows, Linux, and other, no, with like Windows and other distributions. But if I wait a bit here, no, let me just do this. Okay, we wait a bit for the build to finish. What is the layout? No. Okay. No. Okay, there we go. So this is a look at the app. So the reason why it is dark right now, and in comparison to what it starts out on my Android virtual machine here, if I come over here, start, you can see it's light. It's just because it's set to follow the system theme. We come to theme provider. Our default theme mode is theme mode.system. So we start off using the system theme, and then we have this toggle here, which is changed here, where we set our theme mode. Well, it's here. Here is where we set our theme mode. This is just to toggle the switch. If I come over here, go to app settings, I'm still working on having this be enabled when your system theme mode is dark. But if we do that, there we go, off, now I could also try to, okay, if the no, Flutter dot demode demode, okay. Well, no. If theme mode dot system is same as theme mode dot dark, then is dark. Or I could just do this instead. Or okay. Or I could just do this. So now this should, now I want to, so this should check, see if our system theme is dark. If not, then we will get a false. So if I come over here, try to go for a second run, then I try to run again here, we should, unlike last time, we should be able to start minding the current system theme mode. Eventually, I do aim to save, obviously, like have saving, but so far this is what we have. I'd love to have saving because that would definitely make a lot of things easier, but as a new user to start, I will definitely say that this is much easier than I expected it to be. Now, of course, not everything should be easy, that is obvious, but it does simplify a lot of things. It should be here. Come over here. There we go. Mine's our system theme, but that does not. Okay, so if our mode is dark, system mode is dark, we should return that. We should return a true, but we're not. Just format. So we should be dark, but we aren't, which is really strange, but yeah, that is mainly what I was looking at. It's still very incomplete, as we can see. If I were to come over here, our dashboard is mainly just preset code. I think it'd be easier to see. Our dashboard is just a bunch of preset stuff. Starting from here, just have a bunch of preset things, but eventually the aim is to make them become more dynamic. And this video, I guess, is just kind of a look at a new way of designing interfaces, because the way that I always did interface design was with Delphi Android Studio using the Android SDK instead of Flutter, where we would have widgets and stuff of the such which are graphically implemented. So you'd have like a screen where you can drag an item, you take an item from your palette, drag it onto the screen, and then do whatever you have to do from there. Delphi made that workflow incredibly easy. It was incredibly simple to do that with Delphi. But then I will also say that this idea of being able to have interfaces which you declare, right? Interfaces where you can say this is supposed to be there, right? And you can declare that in the code, and it's not some line in XML or some DFM file which you can't even browse. It's just, in my mind, so much easier to be able to put the interface, because when you can do it in code, you get perspective on what's going on. And I'm sure there are other frameworks out there that are very similar to Flutter, which do the same thing. They give you declarative user interfaces, right? You can declare what goes where. If I wanted to add something to my dashboard, right? So right now, if I look at our current topics, these are current topics. Let's say I wanted to add another topic. Normally, on a and I on, in a framework like VCL and Delphi, you would have to do a lot of work to get that input. And of course, that is just add an item and then add your data. And then once you've added your item and your data, then you're mostly done. And I will agree with that. But I do find this to be way more enjoyable. Find this to be way more not simple. Okay, I'm supposed to be copying the card, not the entire widget. Okay. So if I want to add another card, eventually I will make it so that these are dynamic, so it just adds a new card for you. But this is what we have for now. Let's say I wanted to add algebra. Say our topic was factorization. Busy. Right, there we go. Come over here, I can also hard reload, and there we go. Our widget has been placed. If I wanted to add another one, making sure that I am still at the scope. Okay, there we are. Yank that. So geometry. Let's go analytical geometry. Okay, that's not correct. Analytical geometry. Hard reload. There we go. And geometry has appeared as one of our subjects. That is really cool. The ability to hard reload, to be able to add an item and then reload adding that item instantly without having to rebuild over and over, right? Yeah. I do switch between these two a lot. I switch between my editor as in NeoVim and and Android Studio. I just find that to be the best workflow. So if I wanted to add something to this screen, this is our examination timetable. Currently nothing here. Let's see. Okay, no, center. Now there's still quite a bit of learning in terms of Flutter that I have to do, but I will say, okay, that needs to, no, not there. Okay, something is missing, but I cannot tell what. Okay, semicolon, but that's not, wait, one, oh, no, okay, odd. So let's say that I wanted to add, oh, that's what I'm looking for, okay. Add ourselves a column. Main axis alignment. Start. Okay. Let's make this. Just make this a label. So this tile leading and an icon to, oh, there's no, okay. Just some random item. We also, this const lab, no, not text. Oh, title. Text, this is my text. What? Oh, I've already consted that, and then comma there. It's just for formatting, since start formats without, no, I can't format without these commas, but quite honestly, it looks way better with them. So we hit R, and there we go. We have our item. We want to add another item. Now this is by no means a Daru tutorial or Flutter. It's just me showing off what I think is really interesting about Flutter. It's is there, okay, comma, title, text, even more text. Save that, reload. Let's add even more text. No, let's add a card. Plenty, no, switch list style, make that true. Don't want this to do anything, so well, this should value. Two. Okay, that's odd. I should just be able to leave it like that. Bool value. Then not valid. Oh, variable name. Nope. I would have just wanted to leave it there, but apparently I can't. So I'll come back to that. Have some text, more text. Do another hard reload, and we have our card. Okay, this is terribly sized. Sized box. Child. Reload again. Is our audio doing well? Yep. Okay, that's a bit upsetting, but yeah, there we are. So I'm still very new to this, but I will definitely say this is really interesting. I will recommend this to anyone who really wants to try out GUI development, especially cross-platform interface development. Flutter makes it really easy to just add stuff. I can just get rid of everything, hit a hard reload, and now all of it is gone. Now here I'd like to have text under construction. Close that. There we go. Just have some text indicating this is indeed under construction. And that's it. So that was a little look to Flutter, why I think it is a really interesting framework, and why I think maybe you should try it. Now, I don't think it's by any means the best out there. There are plenty of others I've heard of, and I won't show anything that I haven't used for long enough to really understand the positives and negatives too. So it could be great, could not be, may not be, maybe wrong. My words in the future, but right now I will. This is a very, very interesting framework, especially for a person coming from Delphi. And with that, thank you for watching this video of mine. If you were interested, you can subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you next week.